The Good Place evolves in a neighborhood where the good people that have died have a positive score based off their life choices. The story follows Eleanor, who mistakenly gets placed in the good place and willingly hides it from the architect, basically the guy who sees everything in the neighborhood. Going into this TV show, I had no expectations. I usually don't handle watching shows like this. The show brings an interesting take of what the afterlife might appear like, relying on a score system and how it chooses if they go to the good or bad place. Take a look.
But how do we know that you were good? How are we sure? During your time on Earth, every one of your actions had a positive or a negative value, depending on how much good or bad that action put into the universe. Every sandwich you ate, every time you bought a magazine, every single thing you did had an effect that rippled out over time and ultimately created some amount of good or bad.
The system does make you want to keep your personal score up. On the other side, the show presents flaws in
Perfectly accurate measuring system.
like
Raising people down there, it just seems so hard to believe.
Again, it's an incredibly selective system. Most people don't make it here. But you, a lawyer who got innocent people off death row, you're special, Eleanor.
The show has a really great character dynamic between the four main characters. Eleanor, the not good one, Chidi, the over moralistic one, Jason, the silent one, Tahani, the so-called angel of the group. The appeal is conflicting personalities and coming to a realization of their flaws and their strengths through moral conundrums, but doing all this within the comedic fun of a sitcom. The manipulation of the plot that is going on really is what puts the nail in the coffin. There are shows that have done this like Avatar, Stranger Things, On My Block, and The Simpsons, but what's really not comparable is how the show will change its topic from Aristotle and then proceed to have a moment like
I
this.
should warn you, I am programmed with a fail-safe measure. As you approach the kill switch, I will begin to beg for my life. It's just there in case of an accidental shutdown, but it will seem very real. Chidi, no! Chidi, please don't hurt me. I don't want to die, please. Again, I am not human. I can't die.
The cinematography is really amazing. It really does support the fact that they are in the good place, but only sticking to the most vibrant scenes, and even uses shape language. Basically, they're manipulating simple shapes so the brain can process it easier, which keeps it calm. Anyway, it's just different from the amazing MCU, Nolan, or even Tarantino films. The show just knows when to stick out and when not to. The Good Place continued to separate itself with all the other sitcoms by simply expanding the box, even to the satisfying ending that was only allowed by the amazing feats of storytelling. Luckily for my extreme boredom and the unfortunate pandemic, I found this show. I was very surprised, to be honest, because this show was very popular and I've never heard of it. I mean, with each episode you can see how infatuated the community was trying to guess what's next from all the blogs, and having full-on talk shows on it. This would definitely be one plus to my pandemic. I would have never been able to rush through 4 seasons of this show if it wasn't for it.